Hey Dream Makers, this is our August monthly training video and it's about recruiting. So I just wanted to share with you some tips that have helped me with recruiting as I just had my second anniversary with Usborne. And these are some things that I've learned and just come to terms with over the last 2 years about recruiting. So I think probably all of you that I do the new consultant call with, I tell you my story about recruiting when I first joined. I was terrified. I did not want to recruit because number one, I signed up just to get the box of books. I didn't want to sell a single thing. So why would I even invite someone else to sell these books? So I just wasn't interested. So building my team, like sharing the business, all the things we hear, I didn't want to do that because whatever. I just wanted my books and I wanted I wanted everybody to leave me alone. But as most of you know, I had a kickoff party for myself, and then Shanna Bauman was my first hostess. I randomly put out there that I could throw anybody a party and secretly regretted ever posting that, but Shanna commented immediately, and then I knew that I was committed and I was petrified. But I had Shanna's party. It was awesome. Somebody booked from her party, then her friend did the party for a friend. Somebody booked from that one. It just kind of snowballed over the last 2 years. So kind of the scary moment for me with all of that was when Shanna told me she was thinking about joining. And I was like, I don't really want her to join because I don't even understand Usborne. I don't know how anything works. And it was just some crazy town in my life with Usborne. And so I didn't want to invite anybody else into that craziness. So I thought, I don't want to. But I knew that for every recruit I got in my incentive period, that I got $25 in free books. And I also knew at that point that I just needed one recruit to get Success Kit 2. And I really wanted that. I wanted that other box of books and business supplies. So I talked to my team leader and I said, okay, Melody, I have this girl that wants to join, but I don't really want her to because I don't even know how to help her. And she said, but Suzanne, I'm your team leader and I'll do all the training for her. What? That's how it works? Oh, so after that, I became a recruiting machine because I wanted to get lots of recruits during my incentive period to get those $25 in free books. So that's what I did. So I recruited Shanna and then had several other friends just sign up along the way during my incentive period, and it was great. So really, those were great, but those were just kind of just fun ones. I didn't really have to work for those. Shanna was a hostess, and then my couple of friends actually approached me. But as far as working towards recruits and actively recruiting people, I know a lot of you, I've heard from you, and then I'll also say too, I am not a salesperson, and I know that most of you aren't either. But as far as recruiting, what it helps me to think about is that I'm sharing the business. I love these books. My boys love to read because of Usborne Books and More. And I want that to be the testimony of other families because I hear all the time about, I hear parents say how their kids hate reading, and it makes me sad. I don't want their kids to hate reading. So I want to help other people find these amazing books. So that's how I think about it. For me, and hopefully for you, it's just a shift in our mindset. We don't need to think about recruiting. That's actually even just such a word. I think of it as sharing the business. So for us, if we'll have a mindset shift from recruiting to sharing the business, then I think that will help us. You are sharing. There's tons of direct sales companies out there, but one thing that you can tell your friends is this is a tried and true product. There's no doubt that it is effective, and there's no doubt that it works. Some things on the market, do they work? We don't even know. But children's books work. There's tomes of literature written about the impact of children's literature on educational success in the future, and just even personally, I know how literature books impacted me as a child. So it is a tried and true product, and so as far as considering a direct sales company, it's a great product. So we have a great product. We have no minimums, like zero. And books change lives. They change families. So when you think of recruiting, instead of thinking of recruiting, think of that mindset shift. Think of sharing the business. Think about how you bringing on another team member, how that team member's family is going to be changed, how their kids are going to be changed because they have access to these books, and how that consultant, that team member of yours, how they are going to, it's like the pebble in the lake. It's going to have concentric circles of influence as they share the business and have parties and spread literacy. It's amazing. So don't think of it as recruiting. Think of it as sharing the business. And I think that has given me more confidence in sharing it with others. And then simple things, like when we could afford for our two oldest boys to do homeschool art lessons, these lessons that I'd wanted them to do for several years, but we just have not been able to afford. When we could do that because of Usborne, that's when I became more confident about sharing the business with others because it was impacting our family. So as you're thinking about sharing the business with others, think specifically, how has Usborne Books and More impacted your family? How has it changed your family? And then you'll have those personal experiences, personal testimonies of the impact it's had on you and your kids, your family. And then it's less about recruiting, but it's more about sharing the business. So I hope that's helpful. Just some practical tips and just an encouragement to shift our mindset to thinking about sharing the business versus recruiting, I think will make a significant difference. And then, again, one last plug, all you folks in your incentive period, you get $25 in free books from Usborne for every recruit you get during your incentive period. So look for them everywhere. And as I've always shared with y'all, hostesses that's my pipeline for recruits. So always share with your hostess. So thanks so much for participating in our monthly challenge for August and watching this training. I'm so thankful for you girls, and I can't wait for you to grow your team. Thanks for being here, Dreammakers.